welcome everyone to today's episode of the Forgotten Coast Real Estate Show. I am very pleased to bring to you my dear friend, Chelsea Reinbold. We met with, we were both in the same health life coaching program for a couple years, I think. And so we met via that. And honestly, we've never met in person.
No.
I think we had a plan to. We were going to run a marathon or a half. I was running a half. I think she was running a full marathon because she's a beast. And COVID ex-nayed that for us. But we were going to meet in Nashville, and we never did. So boo to that. We'll have to
replan it again.
Yes, we will. But I am super excited to introduce you to her. She has been on an amazing journey, and she has some really cool stuff that she's doing. And I just feel like there's going to be one person that watches this that's going to be inspired by you, that's going to maybe want to talk to you about how they can work on healing their selves, their emotions, their past traumas. And I feel like, I don't know, you're doing some good work, and you're just helping so many people, and you're empowering others. So welcome to today's episode.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited.
Yay. So this is Chelsea, and I'm going to let her just give us a little background of who you are, your journey. Share as much or as little as you'd like. Just tell everybody about who you are.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you. And I have quite the journey. Oftentimes I didn't recognize how much of a journey I've had until the farther in I've got. But I'm a mom. I have two boys, 15 and 16, fresh out of high school when I had them. Beautiful. I am not with their dad. I am currently with a boyfriend I've had for, over 10 years. Basically married, but not married. So my journey, from what I like to say, really originally started when I hired a health and fitness coach. Kind of backtracking a little bit, I was a heavy smoker. I was also then attacked by 3 dogs in my own backyard, fenced-in backyard, not even sure how they got there. Brutally attacked. I have permanent nerve damage in my calf. So somebody randomly told me one day to pick up running. So I decided, at this point, it's like, why not? What's it going to hurt? And so I did. And sure enough, it took the pain away. So I started running, absolutely enjoyed it, kept going. And I was smoking. So smoking and running, they don't really go hand in hand. So I quit smoking. And then I gained the 15, 20 pounds. So then I found myself frustrated, and I met Angelica, who was our health and fitness coach together. And I ended up losing the 15 pounds. I went from running, struggling to run a 5K to running a full half marathon with her, handful of them with her, in quick ones, not just, my first one was under 2 hours with basically a broken foot.
That's impressive.
I still don't know how I did it, but I did it. Lots of motion and power. But it wasn't just the physical transformation that I had fallen in love with. It was the mindset, the confidence. And yeah, when you start to lose weight and you notice your physical changes, you do become more confident. But I believe, for me, I became confident, and then the physical changes started to take place, because they really do go hand in hand. Yeah. So I decided that I wanted to do what she did, because I loved what she did for me. And so I got certified. She hired me in. I worked with her for a few years, full time. But then the mindset stuff really kept coming in. So I started taking, the Mindset Coaching Academy, getting my NLP, hypnosis, really starting to get into more of the universal realm, the spiritual realm, manifestation. And clients were always asking for help with manifesting. How do I manifest this? How do I manifest that? And I loved it. COVID hit, and I started doing Reiki and breathwork. And I had a love-hate relationship with breathwork, honestly. The first time I did it, I'm like, completely blown away. I'm like, I have no idea what just happened to me. I don't know where I'm at right now. I'm on a whole different planet. Another time I do it, I'm like, that was kind of boring. And not realizing that your body is going to take something different out of every session. But I kept getting a pull to continue doing breathwork. So I started to look into getting certified, to be a facilitator, I came across Sam Scully, and she's just absolutely fabulous. And I just kept feeling drawn to her. So I signed up for a course, and I did not realize, and this is where my journey really expanded even farther out. I did not realize how much trauma I actually held. Because when I thought of trauma, I always thought of like car accident, being in war,
Right. Something major
happening, which I mean, yeah, granted, that is traumatic. But anytime our nervous system is set off or, our needs are not met, that's a traumatic experience.
Yep.
And so I started really digging in to my own past and to my own self. And I don't have a whole lot of memory of my childhood. And I think because there was so many traumatic experiences. And I've learned that that's okay. You don't have to know what those experiences were. And that's the joys with breathwork, is it helps to bring up what needs to be healed without having stories created around it. You don't have to know why you're feeling a certain way, but you can process it and release it and not try to figure it out.
Right.
So I've completely, not completely healed, because the healing journey is always ongoing, but I really started to heal and dig into my past and healed so much more. And my confidence then completely just bloomed. It
certainly did. I got to witness that as well. Like, we kind of started, you were with Angelica before me, but we were both being coached by her at the same time. But you were a little farther ahead. But I mean, you just bloomed and blossomed so quickly. And then when you became a coach, I was like, oh my gosh, she is just amazing. And then when this happened, you could see it, and you could feel it in your, like when you spoke to us, or like when you would have like different things that you would do or say. I was just like, man, she's like, you've taken it to another level that I feel like so many of us, sometimes I think some of us will sit back and go, okay, she's just crazy. But,
which might be.
But, I feel like there's our brain, we don't use even a minute portion of, there's so much more for us to access. And going through some of the things that I've learned about just breath work, just stop there at breath work, and how much you can control yourself, anxiety, everything, just by your breath. Like it's a powerful machine that we have, and you've tapped into it. And I think that's so cool.
Absolutely. You can use your breath for healing. You can use your breath for, bringing yourself back from having anxiety, helping to relieve stress. It's a natural detox to your body. It flushes the lymphatic system. I mean, and your breath is always there for you. That's one that we are so used to, we breathe, and that's what we do. We inhale, we exhale, we forget about it. But if we just bring ourselves back to it, you bring yourself back to your body, you bring yourself back to home, to your true self and to your true nature. And you can, and that's why I started to even do what I do now, is because I love healing and I love manifesting. Yeah, you can manifest without healing, but you can manifest so much faster when you actually start to heal. And it's not, the mindset, the embodiment work, it all goes hand in hand to truly get to where it is that you want to be. And I mean, I never once thought that I would own my own business. I mean, even when Angelica would have me, ask if I would speak to the group by myself, I would be scared. And I would find myself fumbling. I'd have to have it scripted and put up on the screen. And I never once thought that here I would be running my own business and loving speaking in front of people.
Well, when you have an amazing journey to share, it's not selling something. It's different. You're just sharing something. And I think that when you can get to a place where you're sharing something and it's real, then people naturally will gravitate towards that if this is where they're at in their life's journey. I mean, I've seen myself do that. I naturally gravitate to people who are going to bring a little bit more out of you, kind of demand a little bit more from me. And I love that. And I mean, that's where you can grow and become a better human being, not just for yourself, but for others.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because there is, and there's so much more to life. And that's what I want people to be able to open up to. Not just realize and see, but just open up to it, because there is more to life. We don't have to live in the constant, you wake up, you go to work, you come home, you clean house, you go to bed, and have that be on repeat. we forget to enjoy the little moments. We forget to, and even just enjoying what it is that we do for work, because you don't have to do a job that you absolutely hate.
Yep.
Like there's so much more out there, and just living your soul's purpose and living your life purpose and enjoying it and loving it.
Yep. 100%. When we have our Monday morning meetings with the team, we always begin with, I kind of took this from Angelica, but it works really well. Like, I've been working on them as far as like, tell me some wins from this last week. And interestingly enough, I get like one or two from maybe, but they're usually big. And I'm like, oh, break that down. Like, it can be so small, but if you go into your day looking for either ways to bless others or blessings that you received, or really looking for the things that your wins, you're going to have so many, because that's what you're looking for. But it all depends what you're looking for. So I love it. And I'm so glad that you,
and not letting one moment, one bad moment wreck your whole day, because of that, you're going to continue to look for all of those moments, using it as bad moments to propel you.
What was it that we used to say? Did you have a bad day, or did you have one bad 5 minutes, or 10 minutes that were bad? Or did you have a bad day? Like, don't take the 5 or 10 minutes of something that bad happened and make it your entire day. So it's our choice.
Absolutely. Take responsibility for it and choose again.
Yep. I love that. Anyway, so talk to us a little bit about like services. Like, obviously you've kind of talked about what you do. Like, how does your business work? So the name of her business, by the way, is Barbells and Sage. And I love that so very much, because she's strong and the sage is so sweet. So I love it. But tell us a little bit about that business specifically.
So in my business, I've got a couple different things that I do. I offer one-off breathwork sessions. I do group breathwork sessions. I do this in person and I do it virtually, so I can help everyone. And then I also have a program. It's the Conscious Creator. It's a membership. It's like a membership / group coaching program. So it's 1 year long. You get tools to start to learn how to manifest, learning more of like the scientifics around manifestation, how it works. And then we do energy healing in there. We do mindset coaching in there. So it's a lot of fun. And then I do one-on-one coaching as well. So we do the mindset and the energy healing one-on-one together.
That's so cool.
Working on my yoga teacher training, so I can bring that to the membership as well. And
nice. Yeah. That is fantastic. That's exciting. So I know we talked about this before too, and I'm sure that you have many people, things. We talked about books that were inspirational, or maybe that have like helped you on your journey. Do you have any specific that if somebody, obviously, if you're looking for someone to help you with your mindset and your breath work and all those things, like, please reach out to my girl. Like, she's amazing. But if there is something if there's one little nugget that you can give that someone can go out and search for themselves to help, like, kind of kickstart, is there anything out there that helped you?
Just don't give up. I mean, that's my biggest advice, is not giving up. It's, your journey is always going to be there. Continue to keep pushing forward. Don't quit. There's always something that you can do. One of my favorite books is called What Happened to You. It's with I don't remember the doctor in it. It's Oprah Winfrey and a doctor who is a trauma therapist. It is a fantastic book, because that breaks down how trauma affects people, how it affects us in our adulthood, how it affects it. And it brings a whole new light to life, because then you can see how people, the way that they respond, you start to see them like, okay, you're responding because of something that actually happened to you. That's your protector. You're protecting yourself. Mm-hmm. You're not just being an a-hole. Like,
yeah.
So it's really, really a fantastic book.
And it's called What Happened to You?
What Happened to You.
Okay, I'll find it. I'll drop it in the show notes so everyone can see it. That'd be really cool. Awesome. And if someone wanted to reach out to you, what is the best way for them to contact you?
Contacting me through Facebook or Instagram.
Okay.
My Facebook is Chelsea Reinbold. Instagram is chelsea.reinbold.
Okay. Awesome. Again, I'll put all this in the little notes down below so you can easily click on it. That would be great, right? Oh my goodness. It is so great to catch up with you. We need to do this more often, whether or not we're recording it or not. Just to catch up has been so fantastic. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I love watching your journey, and I know that you're going to make a huge difference in this world.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All right. Well, we'll talk soon. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's Forgotten Coast Real Estate show. And if you ever need anything, we're here for you.